Hi guys, I thought this would be the easiest way to go over some details for Sunday. I appreciate you guys stepping up and leading when I'm out of town. So the first thing I want to remind you of is because we're in the Armor of God series, the first thing kids will do when they come is they'll come find their shields. Now this is the way I try to organize it. First service, they're standing up. If they've been here first service, then they're along on the floor, leaned up against the stage. And so after first service, if this isn't too hard to still step over, you can leave them. Otherwise, they can just be put either there or back on the back table. Then everybody else, now some families come first service one week and second service another, so they could switch up. But these are alphabetically, but it goes like this: A, B, C, then here, all three rows, then here. So kids should be able to find them kind of alphabetically. They'll take their shields to their small groups, and small groups should go the first 15 minutes of the service. So some kids that come early they'll have the pre-service time, but then also like at 9 a.m., stay in small groups until 9:15, giving them plenty of time to say their verses and the books of the Bible. They can look up verses. We'll actually come right on over to the small group area. So everyone you have these to keep track. You do not have to do attendance. I'm not even putting out attendance clipboards because the attendance is right here. So the kids, you can check off whatever kids do. Attendance, for each one of these things, if they get a check mark, then they also get a star. So your stars are right in your small group area. I have this reminder for what each star represents, and there's a pack of stars for you. Then I have two papers here. One of them just reminds you of the activities that once they're done saying verses, we have games they can do. And this is so that you can talk them through as they're playing games. You can talk about each of the Armor of God. It's kind of a little cheat sheet. So there's 3 games, all right? This game, they can play in teams or individually. They roll the die and they check off whatever piece of armor they get. The first one that gets done with all 6 pieces wins. Then each one of these that are paper clipped, they can put face down on the floor, and it's just a matching game. They try to get matches. I wouldn't put any more than 4 kids to a group so that they can all get matches. Then the third game is find the difference. And I just gave a few copies thinking kids can do it together, like two or three kids in a group, and they can write on them if you want them to, or they can just point at what they see different. You've got the answers on the yellow sheet, all right? So after they're 15 minutes into the service, you'll have them come in and give you their shields, have a couple people up on stage, a couple leaders collecting the shields. Then they won't be distracting with them during the large group time. Just go through the large group script. What's important is that there's one person in each small group. If there's not a leader there when kids arrive, keep them in one group until they can come. And then I also always keep one person in the hall welcoming. Usually Crystal, or no, I think it's Deb is on. So Deb Booth would probably stand out there. Otherwise, second service, either Jeremy or Austin, if one of you leads a small group, the other one could be standing in the hall to direct kids. They'll have to be told to come get their shields, all right? Last thing, this game comes in the script. You could also do it at the end if you have extra time. I have 4 Nerf guns, so you can set these up on a chair, let the kids get in a line. They can be in teams and count how many times they hit the target. I think they're gonna love that. So if you have extra time at the end, you can play it again. Anyway, thanks again, you guys. I'll be praying for you. Have a great Sunday.